We're joined in the media center now by NHRA Top Fuel driver Brittany Force. Brittany, who is stopped in town. We've got an NHRA event coming up here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in a couple of weeks, and Brittany was nice enough to come in today and talk a little drag racing. Brittany, kind of just talk about the excitement coming up in a couple of weeks, racing here, the penultimate event in the NHRA series.
Yeah, I'm excited to be running, next weekend out at the Strip, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I love this drag strip. It's always been one of my favorites, and for the longest time, it was on my bucket list to win. It's just, you have your favorite tracks around the circuit, and we finally won there in 2019, and we also won in 2022, so we've been successful. Actually, we won both. We raced there 4-wide, and then we raced in the fall at the end of the season, right before, we close our season. And the year that we did it twice, we ended up bringing home a championship. So it's a special racetrack for us. We've had, like I said, we've been successful there, and looking for a win there this next weekend would be outstanding for, we'll be in Chevrolet colors. So this Monster Energy, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet team. So
we've got 2 races left, Vegas, Pomona. How do you feel about your chances as far as the whole rest of the season?
Right now, it's been a tough season for us. I'm been open to admit that. We sat a race out after Virginia with my dad's accident, so we got really behind, kind of all season long, and trying to catch up was very difficult. We got into that top 10, which was huge for us, and now we're just focused on, we're trying to get our team into that winner's circle. That is the ultimate goal right now. We still want to move up that ladder, and like I said, we're a little far behind, more than we wanted to be. This is probably one of my toughest seasons yet, but we still have 2 events left. We want to end strong. We want to end up in that winner's circle and, again, move up that ladder as much as we can.
All right, let's take some questions. We'll go to Jerry and then to Kelly.
Jerry Jordan, from Tires.net. Normally ask people how fast they've gone, but we know that's irrelevant for you because you've blown away our drivers. But what are the odds of getting you over here to run in like an Xfinity series or something in a one-off or something like that? You ever thought about it?
Our schedules are pretty busy. Finding the time to do that would be difficult. But I'm always open for anything. I would never say no, but I'd want the proper training. I'd want approval from all my sponsors to make sure I could still get back into my race car and race our events. But I'm always open to any kind of crossover, anything like that. I think would be exciting, something fun, something new, great for the fans to see.
Kelly?
Kelly from Motorsport.com. Brittany, 2 things. With the Hendrick Cars partnership this year, what's the crossover been like to work with that partnership and the NASCAR guys? I know there's been a lot of social media of the cars being together and, Rick loves drag racing. What, for you, have you been interacting much with Kyle or getting to do a little bit of crossover?
Not too much this season. We had HendrickCars.com on our car for a couple races, and actually we went #1 with them just a week ago. So crossover, we're hoping to do that a little bit today. I'm hoping to meet some of their drivers, meet Rick Hendrick. I've only FaceTimed him. I haven't properly met him yet, so I'd really love to do that. And again, we're hoping to grow with Hendrick in the future. We want to keep this thing moving along and hopefully open the doors for more opportunities. But we're with Chevy, we're with HendrickCars.com, Monster, so I'm cheering on a lot of people today.
And then is the hope still that your dad might be able to get to Pomona and get back to the racetrack and see folks? How's that go? How is he doing? Is that still?
Yeah, he's doing really great. We're really proud of him. He's, doing outpatient therapy back at home. And ultimate goal is I'd love to see him in Vegas. He might be coming to Vegas just to be with our teams and, get back into his old routine of things, being out there with, all our teams, being out at a racetrack, doing what he loves, being where he loves, and then hopefully end the season in Pomona, which is right down the street from us. That's our hometown, our home track. So we'd love to do that. But again, that's up to him, not my decision. We're just pushing for it if he's ready and he wants to.
Tom Zaleski, NHRA today. Brittany, what has your dad's accident taught you as far as the little things, the intangibles, how you handle adversity, and this season in particular really sticks out?
It's actually taught me a lot this season. It taught me a lot about John First Racing and this group of support that we have around us. Not just John First Racing, but all our sponsors. How they really teamed up with John First Racing. The decisions that we had to make. I stayed in Virginia, and I didn't race Norwalk, Ohio. And that was risky for our team, already in a difficult position, you know, looking at a championship in the future. And they all stood by me. They thought it was the right decision. So to have that support around when you have a family member in the hospital, and yes, our life is racing, our life is everything, but it also is so delicate. And family is the most important thing. And everyone out there gets that. And really to see the support that came in, you know, from other competitors, our fans still, I, you know, go out to the ropes and sign autographs just every weekend, and I bring gifts home. I have them in a cupboard in our lounge for when my dad does get back out there. But to see that support has been just really heartwarming. I mean, just to see that, it's emotional to see it when we were going through, when we were in the hospital in Virginia, and then we were in Phoenix, and just to see that love come through and everyone really parade around my dad was really special. And I sat in the hospital with him reading, you know, posts that people were putting up, other competitors, other teammates from different series, and, you know, read them all to my dad. And again, I know that motivated him more than anything, just to see that love from, you know, this sport that he's, you know, been a part of for so long. But it's also taught me how tough my dad is. You know, watching him battle his way back. He's now doing outpatient therapy from home. And to see where he was when I walked into the hospital that day to where he is now, he is incredibly strong. He's one of the toughest people I know. And his drive to never give up is something incredible. So that's been the biggest lesson. Nothing he said to me, just watching him and watching him come back from this.
He was in contention himself, and now you were behind you were with him as with being with family, and
Yeah.
the rest of the family and all that. How does this carry you forward into 2025? Does a championship become even bigger beacon in that respect?
Yes, it was tough because his team has had such an amazing season. You know, him and Austin Prock, teammates, were 1 and 2 in points all season long. And still, with missing a handful of races, putting in teammate Jack Beckman to fill in for him for, you know, the final countdown races, he was still up in the points. And just to see, wow, he missed this many races and he's still that far up there, that's how far ahead they were. That's how great their season was. So it is tough to, you know, see how it all fell into play, but either way, that team is going to end strong. You know, all of John Force Racing will. It's been a tough season for us, but we're all proud of, you know, how we handled everything, how we teamed up and worked together, supported each other. And Austin's really, he's chasing this thing down. You know, he's our funny car teammate, and we're banking on him winning and, you know, getting all our sponsors, you know, a championship.
Any other questions? I've got one. You're wearing your Monster Energy proudly. We've got a lot of guys who have Monster Energy on their race cars out here, Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs and Riley Herbst. Do you get to interact with those guys much, do anything with those guys, or are you guys all off doing your own thing and it just doesn't happen much?
Not recently. I'm hoping today we get a, you know, I'll be able to meet them and interact with them and get photos with them would be the ultimate goal. And really to see one of, you know, my teammates win this weekend going into, you know, our U.S. Nationals in another week would really just be inspiring. We've been wanting to get in that winner's circle all season long, and you know, it's our time. It's been far too long that we've been out of that winner's circle. So to see one of the teammates win would just pump us up even more than we already are.